This is the Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find the Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hey, the Monty Show live on your YouTube machine. How the heck are you? A big day in college football. A lot to go over on the NFL. As well as always, we are presented by The Advocates, theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business, where you never, ever pay a consultation fee. You don't pay any big retainers. No. In fact, you don't pay the advocates unless and until they win your case at theadvocates.com. Already, Jake, I see more people commenting on your shirt than they are on Kalen DeBoer leaving the Washington Huskies high and dry.
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to wear these shirts. And by the way, real quick, we got a lot to get to today. Get the hell out of here with these comments about where these guys at or what time is it. We have things happening too. You're lucky to be getting a show today, so just strap in, okay? Positive energy only.
I can see we're in kind of a mood.
Yeah, well, wasn't going to be a show today, and what did we do? We made a show happen. So, man, we're here.
Good to see you. Good to be a Alabama fan today. That's a huge question as we have breaking news. Washington coach Kalen DeBoer confirmed as the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, replacing Nick Saban. And I think it is a really interesting question about Kalen DeBoer's fit at Alabama. He's not the charisma guy. He's not the SEC guy. He's not the guy who went to Alabama. He's not Dan Lanning, who is a defensive coordinator at Georgia. He's not Mike Norvel. He's not Steve Sarkisian. But he is a coach who just played for the national championship of college football. And he is a coach that beat Steve Sarkisian. And he is a coach that went undefeated up into that game. Jake, is Kalen DeBoer a guy that you feel like is the right replacement for Nick Saban in Alabama?
I have no doubts what Kalen DeBoer can do from an X's and O's standpoint. I mean, the guy has proven himself. Like it's fine. But what I am not sure about is the charisma portion, the personality portion. Like there are other guys available who had much bigger, more dynamic personalities. And I'm a big believer if you're going to take a big job in college football, you got to be willing to interact with the media, handle the media, really set the tone that way. And I think that's one thing that I'll be interested to see about Kalen DeBoer. Obviously being the head coach of the Washington Huskies, you're not doing national media constantly. Now, he's obviously done a good bit here because of the college football playoff, and they just had a huge season. Totally get it. But when I say, hey, biggest names in college football, you're not going to respond with Kalen DeBoer. And that's what I think is really interesting about this hire. Most people initially, as soon as Nick Saban retired or announced his retirement, most people were like, hey, Dabo or Sark or Dan Lanning or these guys that have these bigger personalities that clearly are successful and running great programs. And so to me, that's my biggest thing here. Can Kalen DeBoer, be 80% of can he keep Alabama football in that program running at 80% of what it was? I mean, where is Alabama football going to go under his leadership? And I'm not saying it's going to dive bomb or anything. I just don't know if you're still going to be the top of the SEC, if you're still going to be, auto bid first or second seed in the college football playoff good. And that's what I think, for Alabama is going to be interesting to see, because obviously the college football playoff has expanded. There's more opportunity than there's ever been to get in now. And so if you're Kalen DeBoer, I think you're looking at this and you're saying, if I can do it in Washington, I certainly can do it in Tuscaloosa, right? If I can do it with the resources there, certainly I can do it with the resources Alabama has. So it'll just be really interesting to see. I think it's a huge job. It's a huge change for him. And hopefully he can execute at a high level, because I think college football needs Alabama to consistently and for a prolonged period of time going forward. College football needs Alabama to be good. And I just don't want them to not be good.
Yeah, and I think, by the way, if you are a Arizona football fan, you should be terrified that the Washington job's open, because I think Jedd Fisch, from what I've heard, is a number one candidate for that job. They have several in-house candidates they like in Seattle, but Jedd Fisch is the number one outside candidate for the job in Washington. I would watch that very carefully. If you're an Arizona fan and you're a fighting Fafita, as much as you are crippled financially, it makes a lot of sense for Jedd Fisch to take that job at Washington. That's one name to know. But I also think I look at Kalen DeBoer, just because he's unknown does not mean he's a bad coach. Kalen DeBoer is an elite coach. The question, though, becomes, is his resume at Washington and Fresno State, where he beat 12 consecutive AP-ranked opponents, where he goes undefeated and goes to the national championship game, where he's got arguably the biggest Penix energy in the entire Pac-12 conference.
Unreal.
He's going to put Kalen DeBoer is going to put Michael Penix in the first round of the draft. You have arguably the best wide receiver core in football. He's done all these great things. He's recruited at a high level. Then why was he the fourth candidate at Alabama? Because I think this is a very interesting talking point. If you're Kalen DeBoer, you certainly got more money than you would have gotten at Washington. Absolutely, he got a pay raise. But here's my question. Dan Lanning interviewed for that job and was their number one choice. Mike Norvel reportedly was their number two choice. Steve Sarkisian was Alabama's third choice. And then Kalen DeBoer was the fourth choice at Alabama. Is that a knock on Kalen DeBoer? I don't think it is at all. It's a massive job. If you're Alabama, one of the most ridiculous things I've heard is that Alabama can't hire a coach. Nobody wants the job. They went for arguably the three most successful coaches in college football outside of Kirby Smart. They went for three big names. Dan Lanning's the biggest, fish in the pond right now. If there's an open job, he's going to be at the top of it. There's nothing wrong with aiming high and not succeeding. If they'd have hired Dan Lanning, sure, it would have been a home run, and we'd have been talking about a new dynasty. Why are we not talking about that with Kalen DeBoer, who beat Dan Lanning, I'd remind you, the last two times they played? Why are we not talking about that with Kalen DeBoer? Because he is a quiet, unassuming dude. Because he's not doing interviews and he's not ripping Deion Sanders. I think that's all this is. There are so many people, and I would venture a guess that there are many people east of the Rockies who have no idea who Kalen DeBoer is. They have no idea about his track record. I think this is a phenomenal hire if you are Alabama. It's just not going to be a popular hire.
Exactly. And I think that's what's difficult is these programs that are top 5 in the nation have to kind of consider the PR game, the popularity game. And you have to kind of consider okay, if I'm going to hire a more unassuming personality like Kalen DeBoer, how does that impact the program on the whole? Would that hurt recruiting as an example? How is that? There's a lot of different things that your head coach's personality can affect. And so that's why I say Nick Saban was the GOAT in a variety of areas. Everyone always looks at the football and the recruiting, but think about all the sponsorship deals done because Nick Saban was so good with people. I mean, think about the fact that you have all these great facilities and all this money raised. And bro, are you okay over there, bro?
I did not even touch it.
So my point is that Nick Saban, it's Nick Saban. I mean, what more do you need to say? So for Kalen DeBoer, I think look, winning cures all. So if you again can meet the standard of 12 wins or better, you're fine. Everything else will take care of itself. But if you're struggling, if 2 years from now, Bama's struggling to get 8-9 wins, this is going to be very highly criticized. There's no doubt about that.
Well, and it should be. If you are the head coach at Alabama, now the standard is 11, 12 wins every year.
Yes.
The idea that you could win 8 games at Alabama after what Nick Saban did is unthinkable. I mean, going to the football postseason, what was it? 8 of 10 years. I mean, it's wild. Or 18 of 20, whatever it was. Yeah. The guy almost never missed the college football playoff or the BCS. How do you explain that? And furthermore, how do you follow that up? Kalen DeBoer, you're going to quickly find out, is going to dominate recruiting. The guy's a phenomenal recruiter. He connects with kids and families. He is hip. He is young. He understands, what the 17, 18, 19-year-old is going through. He is somebody that has worked the transfer portal very, very well. Michael Penix comes to mind. He is somebody that now is putting guys routinely in the NFL. Like Kalen DeBoer came into a program at Washington that was in a very difficult position coming out of the Jimmy Lake scandals, if you will. He stemmed the tide of negativity, rebuilt Washington as a program. You know, when you're following a Chris Peterson, because that's really what you were doing. If you're Kalen DeBoer, you were the next coach after Chris Peterson. You can do this at Alabama. He's the right guy. And it drives me crazy when I hear people say, oh, well, he doesn't recruit in Mobile, so he'll never recruit in Mobile. It's over. Like he's going to have to. The only people that will play at Alabama are the ones that are in Fresno in the state of Washington.
Because it's garbage.
Those are the only states, because I mean that's where he's coached. So it makes me crazy that football fans think that the high school recruit's the most important recruit. He's not. B, that just because you don't have a long track record of recruiting the southern states, Kalen DeBoer tomorrow morning when he's picking up the phone, calling recruits, calling his current roster, and then calling high school football coaches, do you really think any of them are going to be like, you've never been in our school, I won't have you here? Are you serious? He's the head coach at Alabama. That's the process, right? Where he's going to, I would guess, first thing in the morning, meet with all his players. He's going to have a team meeting. He is going to meet with the players who have indicated they'd like to get in the transfer portal, because all of Alabama's players are in a 30-day window now since Nick Saban retired. They can enter the portal, as can everybody at Washington. Because Kalen DeBoer left, you have 30 days to get into the transfer portal. Do you really think that his kids are going to be like, Kalen DeBoer, he doesn't recruit the state of Mississippi? I'm leaving. Do you think that's what this is? Come on. The biggest question is, what will he do with Jalen Milroe? And will he be able to keep the biggest names in the portal? And I have to think he will.
Yeah, I think that, it's kind of what you said before. Like, people don't know this guy. You know this guy if you're a Pac-12 observer or fan.
Yes.
You're well aware of who Kalen DeBoer is. You're well aware of the quality of Washington. You're well aware of it. But I think the thing that's really interesting, if we just look at it from a football perspective, is, can Kalen DeBoer build an offense that can run the football? Can he build an elite defense that can stop the run? Like, what's going to be, because make no mistake about it, there's going to have to be evolution in his team, right? Like, so, and when I say that, what I mean is, hey, okay, at Washington, your best product that took you to the national championship game was a pass heavy zone playing defense, right? So zone play on defense, pass heavy on offense. That was your formula to have a lot of success because you had elite talent at those specific positions. So the question for me remains, okay, was that the case because that's where you had talent? And so if you have more talent in Alabama, you're going to be a more complete football team?
Yeah.
Is that what we're looking at? Or are we looking at a coach that stylistically believes in West Coast high-flying offense and zone defense? Like, that's what I want to learn about this guy. But I have no doubt that this guy can recruit. I have no doubt that, from a football intelligence standpoint, he's top class. Like, like Alabama's not stupid, and Kalen DeBoer is no slouch of a candidate. I just think that when I look at that Alabama job and I look at replacing Nick Saban or being the successor to Nick Saban, because there is no replacing Nick Saban, I just think it's a complicated, big time juggernaut of a job. And there's really, honestly, it's probably one of those positions where, stepping into it, that no matter what you do, you're probably not going to win everybody over. And that's the reality.
And you're never going to be good enough. You're for the people who are like, oh, Bear Bryant's the best coach ever at Alabama. Okay, you're never going to be good enough. You're not. You don't wear the fedora. You don't have the right DNA. You're just not going to be good enough. Right? But would Tommy Rees have been the right hire? If you promoted Tommy Rees from OC to head coach, that would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
You're not hiring a guy. And this has been the problem at Notre Dame. And I've talked about this repeatedly. You hired a guy with no coaching experience, no big job experience, no major program experience, and you made him the head coach at Notre Dame. And how has that worked out? You've sputtered. Tommy Rees hired as the offensive coordinator and almost fired as the offensive coordinator after, 3 weeks? And then turns things around, develops Jalen Milroe, and all of a sudden he's the next head coach, even though he's never been anything but an offensive coordinator? Get the out of here. What do you, I mean, like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Crazy to me. One point of note that I think is very interesting is there has been a very significant Ohio State fan is passionate fan. And you are assuming that Caleb Downs is coming to Ohio State. I would put the brakes on that. One of my guys just sent me his Instagram post where Caleb Downs put up a highlight reel of him at Alabama and tagged Alabama football and said, "I'm the biggest two." Do you really think he's leaving Alabama if he's putting a highlight tape up and tagging Alabama? No, he's not. I would be surprised.
Yeah.
And I think any college football player at Alabama, certainly at Alabama, knows who Kalen DeBoer is, because I'm certain he's recruited just about everybody on that roster.
Yep.
So I would not get all uppity and excited over that. I think this is going to be very interesting to see how his players react, and then who gets the job at Washington. Because if we're being honest, the state of Washington has had one of the worst years in the history of college athletics. Not only did the Pac-12 meltdown, not only did you lose in court multiple times, not only are you financially insolvent in athletics reportedly at Washington State, not only is Kurt Schultz the hero that you don't want, but unfortunately the one you deserve. Now Kalen DeBoer's gone right after you lost the national championship to Jim Harbaugh and the Fighting Harbaughs.
Yeah.
And now you've got to go find a coach.
Good luck.
This has been a very tough period for collegiate athletics in the state of Washington. And even furthermore than that, Pete Carroll's available, right? Like, why don't the Huskies don't
do that, please.
But Pete Carroll gets whacked today. He says in an interview that the people who fired him are, quote, not football people. Okay, Pete, I hear you.
Was it the cut in funding for your bazooka bubblegum addiction?
I'm sorry. I thought you said the owners of the team were not, quote, football people. And so for everybody, it was like, oh, yeah, Pete Carroll retired. No, he didn't. Anybody who thinks that Pete Carroll retired is retired. Like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
There's no chance. But as far as what's next at Washington, I think Jedd Fisch is a big name to watch there, man. I think you have some in-house candidates that obviously you are going to want to pay attention to. But I think Chris Kleiman at K-State and Jedd Fisch at Arizona are the two names I would watch most closely.
Totally agree. And for Jedd Fisch specifically, that's a nice step up in job.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it feels like he's ready for it.
Well, and after what he's accomplished at Arizona, I don't know why Washington fan wouldn't be jumping up and down about it.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's get your comments on the Monty Show after we tell you the same thing we tell you every single day. The comment section is presented by Bucked Up Energy. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I look at my guy drinking in Miami.
Let's go.
I already started mine. The thing that I really love about Bucked Up is if you subscribe to their newsletter and promo emails, you would already know that there is a pretty good sale going on at Bucked Up. It is called, they have these lightning deals. Save 47% on Bucked Up creatine on Amazon, usually $29.95, now just $15.96. Dudes, I'm telling you.
Gotta get it.
The creatine, and I take creatine every day. And people are like, well, bro, it dehydrates you. Time to carry around a gallon of water. It's not the facts.
You're casual.
Not the facts. Helps you in the gym, helps you long term. I'm a big believer in taking care of your brain. Creatine's great for your brain. It's great for your muscles. It's great for your body. Hook it up on Amazon. Look for Bucked Up Creatine, and you'll see that in there, and I can put it in the comment section as well. But Amazon has a full line of Bucked Up supplements. And to save that kind of bread, it's $15.96 for creatine monohydrate.
Let's go.
You got to go and find it. Just search Bucked Up Creatine, and it'll come up for $15.96. Now, if you're somebody that wants to buy that creatine, we're going to give away, to satiate Jim Choi, who just thinks he owns the show somehow.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of comments, so I won't be able to go. But Jim's like, who do these guys think they are?
Oh, now the show's a half hour later? It's an hour later?
We work for ourselves, bro. You should try it. But if you go to Amazon and you buy the creatine monohydrate for $15.96, send me a screenshot before the show ends at 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern tonight. We're going to give somebody a $25 Amazon gift card. So not only are we going to buy you the creatine, we're going to give you $10 on top of it. So hook it up right now. Get to Amazon. Search for the deal, $15.96 at Amazon.com for creatine monohydrate. And then, you guys, cheers to you, friends.
Let's go.
Let's share some bucked up energy. Yes, sir. It's Friday.
Go, baby.
We had huge meetings at CES, which were amazing. Not one hole of golf did we play.
And you know why? And this is my thing for the Jim Choi's of the world. You know why we didn't golf today? And it's my fault. Thus the polo. It's my fault. I made an executive decision for the program. What did I say? We're eating breakfast at 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm like, dude, we should go home. We shouldn't golf because, we need to do a show and,
We're ready to play golf at Bali High right on the Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
Jake last night's like, we shouldn't go to St. George. It's only going to be 40 degrees tomorrow morning.
And you were like, okay, yeah, I don't want to freeze.
I can get down with that. Okay, Bali High on, let's do it. We're sitting at the Broken Yoke on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yeah.
On the Strip,
yeah.
South Strip. Jake's like, yeah, we should just go home. I'm like, yeah, we probably should. Because we knew what was coming. We knew Kalen DeBoer was getting that job today because, again,
I think I've hit it every time.
You follow a certain person on Twitter, and you would already know
like Notre Dame
that there was a flight that went from Seattle to Tuscaloosa that I tweeted about yesterday. Yeah. We already,
Yeah.
You'd have been way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
So follow me on Twitter.
Okay.
I am more. Sammy is spreading lies and disbelief about what the NCAA president said. NCAA president came out and said the Wolverines are legit. He never used those words.
No, he didn't.
Never used those words. Never said that.
Good try, though.
Never said that. Tanner Plummer, not going to lie, it's hilarious how the Monties get butt hurt when someone talks about what time the show is. No, what annoys me is people will like DM me and be like, why aren't you doing a show? Because I chose not to. Because, oh, that's right, I'm not going to tell you because, it's none of your business. We do 300 shows a year. We miss one show, and Jim Choi's like, who do these guys think they are? Okay, cool, man. Cougar Travis, thank you.
Lockdown mode here at the house.
Thank you for your dedication. 300 shows last year. I said 300 shows last year. All right, your thoughts on Kalen DeBoer to Alabama as a replacement. Expedition Greg, what do you guys think about Ohio State's loaded backfield?
Different day, bro.
Are we talking Ohio State today? I think Travion Henderson's one of the most overrated running backs in the history of college football. That's what I think. And Judkins as well. Judkins you're not able to operate in lane train system, and you think you're going to go to Lloyd Carr at Ohio State and succeed? Please. Matt Ritson. How about Kansas Jayhawks head coach for Washington job? I think I don't know. There's something amiss at Kansas, and I think Lance is going to stay there. I think that he wants to fix that.
Yeah.
I don't know what. There is just some oddities going on in Lawrence on the football field. So Expedition Greg also says your take on Patriots head coach Mayo. Some other, like in an hour, we'll do that. We will do that in about an hour. But I like the Kalen DeBoer hire. Mark Klee, was your trip canceled? It was not canceled.
Nope. Just came home early, bro, to do a show.
Why would our trip be canceled? We drove to Las Vegas. Why would our trip be canceled? Sean Mierzinski. No, he isn't. He'd be dumb to stay. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, who are you talking about? Yeah.
Who are you talking about? Matt Farmer. I don't care about Alabama or who coaches them. Well, you're the one then, because I think it is the single biggest news in sports today is that Kalen DeBoer is the next head coach at Alabama. And the best part about it is Washington fought tooth and nail to keep him and could not keep him. And there were reports today that they offered him $8 million. I was told 30 minutes ago, they offered him $10 million a year, and he took the job at Alabama. So I think that Kalen DeBoer wanted this job. I think it was quick. I tweeted the other day on Wednesday that they would hire somebody before the end of the week because Alabama knows that they need to put somebody in place. And I think Kalen DeBoer is going to be that guy because he is going to go in there and calm the seas.
Yeah.
And I think he will keep people very happy. I think that's exactly where he's going to be. But we'll see. Joseph Carruthers, Alabama picked the right guy. They picked a guy who wins and wins big games. He does consistently. Consistently, he wins big games. Sammy A says, haters, you don't want him back because he's coming to kick ass again. If Jim Harbaugh stays, and I'm not really here for the Michigan thing today, but if Jim Harbaugh stays at Michigan, he'll be suspended for the year next year. So the idea that Florida State got a show cause order on a coordinator for 2 level 2 violations. Do you really think Jim Harbaugh, when he admitted to the crimes he committed, do you really think he's going to coach next year? He hired Jimmy Sexton. Do you really think he's going to coach next year? I don't see how that's possible. And and Michigan fan loves to say it. You can stick your head in the sand. And you can say, everybody steals signs, bro. Not the way that Jim Harbaugh did. And again, I'm just asking, if you didn't do it and you're innocent, which you're not, and Jim, the liar Harbaugh, saying you're innocent, you're not, why did you guys withdraw that temporary restraining order from a judge who not only is a graduate of Michigan Law School, but played football at Michigan?
Huh.
Why'd you withdraw the request to have a temporary restraining order? Oh, that's right, because you're not innocent. And the NCAA shared a mountain of new evidence against Michigan. Oh. So all of a sudden, when the evidence came out,
oh man, wow.
All of a sudden you weren't so innocent. And you took your 9-hour suspension. And you think that's good enough. No. So just to recap, and these are not opinions, they are facts. You've self-admitted to a level 1 violation for being dishonest and deceiving the NCAA, multiple level 2 violations in recruiting during the COVID period. You've now admitted by taking the suspension from the Big Ten that you were involved in a sign stealing operation. The FBI is investigating your football program for computer crimes and your former offensive coordinator. And you really think you're innocent. And you think that the NCAA said that Jim Harbaugh and Michigan are legit. They never said that. They never said that. So we can sit here and go round and round about what Michigan is, or the bottom line is Michigan has been caught red-handed, and they've admitted to all of the things I just listed.
And they're going to take their discipline sooner or later.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, come on. It's as simple as that. Mr. Downtown Monty, nice to see you, but thought you were going to enjoy CES. Well, we did on Thursday. So
why is this a difficult concept to understand?
I don't understand. Why are you guys so fascinated with it?
We had meetings. We told you we'd be gone. And it's our priority to do as many shows as we can possibly do. So we gave you a show Wednesday. We thought we wouldn't be able to do the show Friday. We knew we wouldn't be able to do the show Thursday for obvious reasons.
We were supposed to today be at Copper Rock Golf Course in St. George. Hurricane, legitimately. But the weather's terrible. There's a winter storm warning out. Like, it's going to pound snow. Like, we can't.
So you could say, I'm just pointing this out. Just, little old me over here, 2 holes. You should be saying, hey, thanks, guys, for not golfing and doing the show. Just point that out, bro.
Mr. Downtown, I'm happy for DeBoer, but it's not easy replacing the guy. Feels like a Bill O'Brien situation. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
Replacing a guy like Jim Harbaugh is almost impossible. Marley Nuggs, no, it isn't, Mike. I met with them earlier. Everything's cool. I have no.
What are we talking about?
Okay, it's all good. iPatch says Jim the Liar Harbaugh. LOL. Hey man, Wasikowski. Chill, Sammy A. But I mean, this is the thing that is. I don't genuinely dislike Michigan fan. Like, I'm used to it. I grew up a Notre Dame fan. Trust me, I'm used to it. But there are so many fans who are dying on the hill for Jim Harbaugh, who's interviewing for NFL jobs. He's actively leaving an extension that would make him the highest paid coach in the history of Michigan football. And he won't sign that extension.
Why do you think that is?
And he's out, hires one of the most powerful agents in all of sports, the number 1 coaching agent in the NFL. He's interviewing for jobs. He's doing everything he can do to leave Michigan and leave them with a pile of burning manure that he created. And you're fighting for this guy, and he's innocent, and he's an ethical, good man. No, Jim Harbaugh is not ethical. No, he's not. Ask the people in San Francisco. Ask the people at Michigan who have repeatedly stood and fought for him. They hand him the extension he said he needed, and he won't sign it. And then when he does take the Charger job, because I still maintain that's his job, when he takes the Charger job and you get hit with, he's going to get a 5-year show cause notice, you're going to lose a ton of scholarships. You're going to lose a ton of on-campus recruiting visits. Like, you're going to get slapped in the bag over Jim Harbaugh, who didn't want you, and you are sitting there crying and pining over him while scooping up his manure that he left behind on your front porch. Why are you fighting for this guy? Help me understand that. Why are you, as a University of Michigan, trying to defend a guy who has done nothing but damage your reputation and your ethical and moral standards?
Facts.
Oh, we're Michigan. Oh, are you? Or are you Jim Harbaugh? Because that's the face of Michigan. Because your president's a laughingstock in college football.
100%.
I mean, the guy has gotten humiliated by Jim Harbaugh. You handed him, a $55 million extension, and he refused to sign it. Won't do it. I'm at a loss over it.
So what exactly is Jim Harbaugh committed to?
I'm at a loss over it. It doesn't matter, Sammy. You can keep smoking crack, bro. It doesn't matter. He bought a hamburger for a recruit when he wasn't allowed to be with recruits. You don't have to like the rule, but it's a rule, and he broke it. Do you think the people at the collectives at Florida State like the rule? No, but it was a rule, and they broke it, and now there's multiple level 2 violations, a show cause notice, and you lost recruiting and scholarships. You keep talking about rules you don't like. I don't care if you like the rule or not. It's a rule.
Sorry, folks, that's what it is.
It was called a COVID dark period for a reason. You weren't supposed to be meeting with people. And not only did he meet with people, Jim Harbaugh, with players, not only did he overwork his coaches, not only did they watch workouts on Zoom, he met with recruits in person, in public, throwing it in everybody's face. And then when he was called to account on it, he refused to show up and testify or meet with the NCAA. And then when he did, he was dishonest. And how do we know that? Oh, you're making it up, Monty. Well, then why did he give himself a 3-game rip to start the season? You're innocent. He says he's innocent. Then why did he take a self-imposed 3-game suspension? Because he's not innocent. And he knows he's not innocent. But this, Sammy, you keep talking about hamburgers. Ohio State, have you seen what Ohio State's put together? They have a little new quarterback that maybe you've heard of. I mean, he's no free Harbaugh, but Will Howard will do. The best quarterback in the portal didn't go to Michigan. He went to Ohio State. And regardless of what I think of, sorry to tell you, Travion Henderson and Quishon Judkins, you guys get excited about those two. I'm not. I'm not. Because the other part of this is, congratulations, you can run the football. You better be leaning on Will Howard, because that's the cat you need to throw and run the football.
Absolutely.
And Ohio State fan today losing their ever-loving mind over it is what it is.
It is.
It is what it is.
And Michigan fans going to be in denial for the rest of time.
I'm just amazed. I am just amazed how much you've got at Michigan. You won the national championship. Nobody's going to take that away from you. And I don't care if they rip the trophy or asterisk my ass. You won. And the players deserved it. You're so far away from another college football playoff trip, and you don't even know it. You are so far away from it. You're going to replace your coach. You're going to replace probably with Sharon Moore, I would guess. You're going to lose probably a quarter of your scholarships. You're not going to be able to have on-campus visits. You're going to have a show cause order. Like all this stuff. You don't even realize that you won the national championship, you blew by it, and then you just kept on going. It's over at Michigan. And if I'm wrong, I will sit here that day and I will be wrong. And I will be happy for it to have been wrong. Hey, look at that. Greg Hawkins gifted 50 Monty Show memberships.
Okay, Greg.
There you go, Sammy. Now you can actually have a star next to your name. Right?
Hope you feel better.
You the man. Appreciate that. Marley Nugg says, Greg, you're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you. Thanks, pal. No, he's my pal. James, hit the like button, Casuals. Yes, please do. We've had 1,000 views and only 36 likes, so please do hit the like button. Look at all of the people. Big 12 Utes, Mr. Brown,
Yay!
Chad Masters.
Do it.
Fanboy Prime. Look
It.
at everybody picking up free memberships on the show today. I appreciate you guys. RJ Seaman says, what's up, boys? Late start. What? Fuck. Because we felt like starting at 3:30.
Yeah, you know what? How about this? What do you think of this? Hear me out. They can't hear us, right? So the plan is we started the show late because we were out saving the world.
Yeah.
So we were just a little behind today.
Yeah, stop. Big Blue Horses. What does it say about UW gravitas? Are they considered mid-tier among Big Ten and SEC teams? They threw a Brinks truck and couldn't close. Well,
see, here's the deal with
that's
that.
a really good point,
Here's
though.
the deal with that, though. In comparison to Alabama, you didn't throw a Brinks truck. You didn't. I venture to say that you probably needed to be a 20 mil to keep him. Like you would have needed to A, overpay what he would have got at Alabama, and then B, you would have needed to give him years of that level of pay to make it worth his time. So did they 10 mil a year is a lot of money for the head coach of Washington. But in reality, when you look at the Alabama job, they didn't give him a Brinks truck. They just telling them they're telling themselves that's what they did, but they didn't really.
No, I think very clearly that you got beat. And it is it is very difficult. It is very, very difficult to, I don't even know, how do you don't recover if you're Washington from that loss in the national championship game. You'll never be as a roster, and that roster will change significantly. Where that grouping of men will never recover from that loss. You don't recover from losses of that magnitude, right? And whether it's TCU or pick the national champion that loses, it's very difficult to recover from that. And I think that's number one. Number two, you're going into the Big Ten, and I think you recognize, if you're Kalen DeBoer, that's going to be a steep road to climb. So why not go to Alabama, where you have the best of everything? You have support, staff, money, facilities, everything you need. It is the creme de la creme of college football jobs. And you have a chance to work with and be mentored by Nick Saban. Why would you not take that job? It's remarkable.
Right.
And I think there is just no chance to do that. There's no other chance like that. You'll never get another chance.
Nope.
In my opinion. Not to tell you, but no, actually my intention is to tell you I told you so. National writer for 247 Sports, Chris Jenkins. Serious smoke between Chris Kleiman and Washington. He said, I'd be shocked if there wasn't a deal done within the next 48 hours. And I would agree with that.
Yay!
I think that Chris Kleiman is a really good replacement,
right,
at Washington. And I think he and Jed Fish, I just continue to hear repeatedly, are the top candidates for that gig. So we'll see. But you have to move at light speed. This has just not been, and I don't mean to be redundant. And if you're a Washington fan here on the Monty Show, I'd love to hear from you. I ask, how are you going to recover from this? The year that has been in the state of Washington for athletics, horrendous. I think the Kraken have been interesting. The Mariners were disappointing. The Seahawks fired Pete Carroll. Kalen DeBoer's gone. Washington State, Kirk Schultz, enough said. The Pac-12 melted down.
The Supersonics. Oh.
You mean Chet Holmgren's going to win the Rookie of the Year, as I've told you he would?
I'm for real.
It's just it's misery.
Yeah.
How do you fix that?
It's tough.
Like, how do you fix that?
I don't think there is any fixing it. You endure and you wait till you have more success.
I mean, it is wild to me. The eye patch, Alabama greater than Washington.
Facts.
Alabama fan, not greater than Washington fan. Washington's fans are great. Alabama's got a great fan base. I don't generally get into that.
And we're not ranking fan bases.
Yeah. RJ Seaman, Alabama fans can't be happy with this hire. Oh, I think they've been thrilled. A really good former coworker of mine is an Alabama fan, and he is elated. I think Alabama fans are thrilled. I think Alabama fans would not have been happy with Mike Norvel. I think every Alabama fan would have been over the moon with Dan Lanning. And my sources have told me that Dan Lanning and Alabama were actually very close, and Dan just could not find his way out of Eugene. Did not want to. Dan Lanning, I think, wanted the Alabama job until he was sitting there talking to them about it. And everything was good to go. And I think they thought they had him. And he couldn't do it. He was not ready to leave Oregon. I give Dan Lanning a lot of credit, because your ass better win now.
Yeah.
You better go in. And I think at Oregon, the bar is up here. I think Dan Lanning, for turning that job down, he had better win the Big Ten next year.
100%.
It is, and it's going to be tough. I think Ohio State is going to be I think anybody who's watched this show for more than 10 minutes knows I'm a huge Will Howard fan. I believe in that kid. He's a dual threat quarterback, and I think he's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in college football. And he's meant to play football at the level that Ohio State plays football. And I think it's going to be, I think they're going to be good. I think Oregon's going to be really, really good.
I think the Big Ten's finally what we need it to be in the big picture as well. Like, we've really needed the Big Ten to be truly competitive as a conference. And I think now you're going to get that. You look at, again, SC, Oregon, Washington, like, you look at these brands and it's like, dude, like this is some heat now. Now we just went from a 2-team league most years to like a 7-team league. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, and I think it is really interesting that if you look at like some of the names that have come in, Seth McLaughlin, the center that had all those snap troubles in the college football playoff. You're Ohio State. Are you excited about that guy being on your football team right now?
Well, I think, yeah, you're excited about it. I think, outside of those snaps, he's never been an issue, and yeah, those snaps cost him a trip to the national championship game,
Certainly.
most likely. But as a player, you can't go backwards. You can only go forward. So clearly, playing at Alabama, this kid's going to be fine at Ohio State.
Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, I just think that there's so many guys that are, and look, Judkins is a kid that can play, but if you're a running back and you don't want to play for Lane Kiffin, maybe it's just a personality conflict. I'd be worried about that. I'd be worried about McLaughlin. And what does it say that Ohio State, the preeminent powerhouse of the Big Ten, is just pulling dudes from the SEC? Has anybody thought about that? What does that say about the quality of the SEC? I think it says it's very good.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting. I think Ohio State's a destination. I mean, who are we kidding?
It is. And I think that, in a time when Michigan is scandal ridden, I think Ohio State is even more of a beacon. And I think that, a lot of kids probably aren't going, crazy over playing for the new Big Ten teams because they want to see what the Big Ten teams are like, the new ones, SC, Washington, Oregon. Like, you want to see how does that pan out? What's that look like? Are they the same, better, or worse? Who the hell knows? But I think, for guys in Will Howard's shoes, yeah, Will Howard was always bigger than Kansas State.
Always.
Will Howard was always somebody that you were like, yeah, when's this guy going to get into a national, get into a team that's on the national stage consistently? And now he's there, and now he's got to take advantage of it. And by the way, it's a now or never situation for him. So I would expect him to.
Yeah, it is. And I think if you look at some of the names, I don't think you've lost a huge star at Alabama. Like Isaiah Bond is an interesting guy. Is he a star? Well, let's see. Where is he going to end up? I mean, the guy is what is he ranked at 93 in the portal? Let's see where he ends up. Because I don't think you're going to have an exodus at Alabama. I don't. Not when you hire a coach of that quality, right? Like I think it really is. It is going to be interesting to see, like when Jim Harbaugh leaves Michigan, how many dudes is he going to lose? Like, I mean, do you know how hard it is to sell vacuums for a living? Like
So see what he did there.
Sell vacuums.
Sell vacuums. Like, Blake Corum and Sign Stealer guy were in business together on an LLC, and Blake's lawyers apparently took care of it, but then didn't. So he's still selling vacuums. And it's just kind of this whole thing. And there were a lot of questions about whether Blake Corum was taller than the vacuums he was selling. And so, it's just vacuums and vacuums. You see what he did there?
On vacuums.
Yeah.
Eureka.
Yeah.
I think Michigan's really interesting. When Jim takes that job, I mean, you have to believe, again, not to be redundant, Sharon Moore is probably going to be the next head coach at Michigan. Is it a dream job with everything looming and hanging over him?
No.
I don't know. What is the evidence that says Sharon Moore had involvement, had knowledge of? That's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. And I think that Michigan, it's always going to be a premier job. It's Michigan, dude.
I just think that right now, when the NCAA is going to drop the hammer, you're not going to sign a 5-year deal there unless you're Sharon Moore. Sharon Moore is different because he's already in that ecosystem. Obviously, he's in the program. He's the guy crying on the field after they won a game. Like, we get it, dude. You're about Michigan.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the Big Ten next year, I mean, Ohio State, man. And we'll see what happens. I don't think Caleb Downs is leaving Alabama. You don't post the video. And again, Caleb Downs, the safety at Alabama, posted a video of his highlights and tagged Alabama football in it. That's not how you leave a program. Like it's that, to me, that's akin to, hey, it's a great day to be a Longhorn from Steve Sarkisian. He's not leaving, right? Like you're not doing that.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how all that comes out. But I don't think there's any doubt next year the Big Ten is going to be a ball breaker, man. Like you obviously, we'll see who Washington ends up with. I think Chris Kleiman is a great hire. Jed Fish should be a great hire.
Jed Fish over Kleiman, in my opinion. That's who I would want, but we'll see who they take.
And what's going on at USC? That's
a great question.
They have been oddly silent at USC, and I'll be interested to see what are the ramifications of this past season. We were driving up to do the show today. Hey, Jake was telling me about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams has not announced his intention to enter the NFL draft. We're all waiting.
Right.
Jake, why isn't he announced it? I mean, he's going to be the first pick.
He says that he wants assurances that the Chicago Bears are going to trade out of the first overall pick before he announces his intent to enter the NFL draft, because he doesn't want to play for the Chicago Bears. So,
First of all, Jaden Mayava is now the starting quarterback at USC, or is going to very likely be. The UNLV transfer. I don't know how many people saw that he transferred from UNLV to SC. He's going to the NFL draft. This is Caleb Williams' father politicking, and we've this is not new. We've seen this, man, and I already have a lot of questions about Caleb Williams as a quarterback. This is a bad look. This is a bad look.
Yeah, I don't. He's been doing it too.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see exactly how this plays out. But there's no doubt. There is no doubt that this is going to be a transformative week and a half, 2 weeks in college football, because I think and I keep going back to Dan Lanning. I'm not trying to knob-shob, Dan Lanning, or that decision not to leave Oregon. Like, you understand Mike Norvel. If there's a guy with unfinished business, geez, it's Mike Norvel, right? You look at that situation, he's not going to leave that job, especially not with the sanctions that were dropped on them yesterday. You look at Sark, you understand Sark just got knocked out of the college football playoff going into the SEC. Why would you leave Texas for any other job but Alabama? And he chose not to. Like, this is going to be fascinating. And I think that I want to see how many kids at Alabama and Washington get in the portal.
I think there's going to be plenty. And I think Deion
Sanders
is going to benefit from that. I think, there's going to be a lot of programs that benefit from that. And I think, the transition of talent could potentially be really beneficial for the game on the whole.
We'll see. I think it is going to be very interesting to see how all of this will play out. But I can tell you certainly, of the teams going to the Big Ten, I mean, I think I probably know, I'm probably as connected at USC as at any program. But UCLA, I don't know why you didn't fire Chip Kelly, right? If you go backward on that, does that let that set in?
UCLA is the pinnacle of mediocrity right now. You just are.
Why did you not fire Chip Kelly? That's crazy. But I think they're going to struggle. I think Washington, you don't take a step forward from where they are. I think you lose your coach. You'll lose some players. You're going to take a step back. You're losing a ton of talent to the draft anyway. I think USC and Oregon, I think they both have opportunities to win, because the Big Ten is not deep. And now with what most people and what we've been hearing about the sanctions that are looming over Michigan, because from what I understand, we should by March 1st, I would guess, get a significant update on the sign stealing investigation from the NCAA. I think if with all that looming, if you look at the risers and the fallers in the Big Ten, Ohio State obviously is on the way up. I think Oregon's obviously on the way up. Now, you don't transition out of a guy like Bo Nix easily, but they're on the way up. I don't think there's any doubt, especially what Dan's done in the portal. I think USC is going to have a hell of a spring quarterback competition.
I think USC's floating right now. I think that
good Lord.
that Lincoln Riley needs to prove he can build a complete football team. And I
would agree with that.
The guy will always light up the portal. There's no question. He will always have a great recruiting class. He will always have a Heisman Trophy contender starting for him. And the only question really is what he wants to do, because a lot of times, like last year, I'm not saying the guy was half in or half out of his job, but it just never felt like he was like full steam ahead to make the best football team he could make. And so to me, that was kind of odd, because it's not like he's been at SC for 10 years and this is just a burnout year last year or something, like you just took that job. And I'm sitting here watching you not being able to stop Tulane. Like, you're not able to stop mediocre football team.
Wait, are you telling me, SC, that you think you're going to be able to stop Dylan Gabriel in Eugene? Do you think you're going to be able to,
you see what
you
I
want to talk about quarterback competition?
Yeah.
You think SC is going to have a quarterback competition? Is Dylan Gabriel the starter at Oregon?
Yeah.
Is Dante Moore the starter at Oregon? They're going to have, that's my point in all this, not to run on with it. The Big Ten doesn't understand what's coming.
Yeah, they're loaded now.
Oregon, SC, both have multiple quarterbacks that are going to have to compete and earn and win a job weekly.
But this is my point about consolidation in college football. You crush a conference and teams join the Big Ten, the SEC and the Big 12, and now all of a sudden those conferences are better. And it is good for college football. I'm telling you, I'd rather have.
Jeez.
Again, I know the SEC has some teams at the bottom that don't regularly compete to win the conference, but you take a bottom feeder SEC team and you play them against, mediocre Big Ten team, that SEC team's going to win every time. The SEC is better, but I think the Big Ten really.
How is James Franklin on the list at Alabama? Hey, bro, we kind of have James Franklin to replace Nick
what
Saban.
Are you talking about,
Get
man?
the hell out of here! You were never going to.
What would I do without you?
They were never calling the Fighting Paternos. Hey, would you guys mind if we, had a cup of coffee with James Franklin? Or are you guys looking to take a step back?
Just take a dice of AC, okay? Just relax.
Come on.
I guess we should all be thanking James Franklin for staying at the Fighting Paternos so that team never wins, because he doesn't win. And that's the other thing about Kalen DeBoer. All that guy does is win big games. Up until he lost to Michigan, I want to say wasn't he undefeated against top 25 teams?
And he beat the hell out of Oregon twice. So, just saying.
Hey.
Just saying.
And then got throttled. Michigan was just a better football team.
Yeah.
And at that point, and I know we said this Monday, but at that point, we're not talking about sign stealing it. They kicked your ass.
Sign stealer guy.
Right? Washington fan came in here the other day and was like, well, they stole it. No, they didn't. And if Michigan stole your signs, that was your fault. You knew, well, Connor Stallions was in the seats, bro. Who cares?
Sign stealer guy.
They just beat your ass.
He was relaying signs, bro. Come on.
Exactly right.
It was a more intricate process.
Exactly right. All right. Don't forget that our good friends, he was relaying, he was watching the game and relaying signs through the Prize Picks app, bro.
Yeah, man. They were using the Prize Picks app to call in plays and stuff, come on.
That would be so Connor Stallion, sign stealer guy to use to dial up remote.
That motherfucker don't miss,
Apparently
man.
he does. But I just thought it was so ridiculous. People like, oh, God, Connor Stallions is in the stands. Okay. It's better than being on the Central Michigan sideline. Right. And I did email Central Michigan, never heard back.
Sign Steeler guy.
They don't want to talk about sign Steeler guy.
Jim McElwain.
Yay.
Any comment?
Paisan, what are we doing?
Hey, yo.
We're playing Prize Picks together. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Monty to get yourself 100% deposit matching at prizepicks.com. And I don't know how you explain the Anthony Davis performance last night, but I think I lost every time.
After the street closed Davis.
I think I missed every time last night. I think I've hit it every time. I think I missed it every time.
I've hit it every time.
Last night was one of the worst Prize Picks performances of my NBA career.
You ought to know. You bought it.
That was an embarrassment. Not as bad as UCLA losing by 46. What UCLA? Portland wasn't available to play you?
Bro, Dante Moore wasn't available off the bench, dog?
Bro, did you guys see that the Portland Trailblazers, what was that, lost by 62 points last night?
62 points, bro.
62 points. I mean, dude, it is ridiculous to me.
UCLA. LeVar wasn't available?
46 points to Utah.
To Utah, with all due respect.
No. Everybody at UCLA needs to download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Monty to get 100% deposit matching up to $100. And you guys, it's really easy to play Prize Picks, more or less. And I'm usually rock solid on NBA. I'm a huge NBA guy. And I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to go with the Lakers ever. But, you won on Prize Picks.
Yeah, I won once, and then yesterday I lost, and yeah, not great.
Joseph Harper, our loyal 12s fan, is on the heater of all heaters on Prize Picks right now. So let's play together. Download it, DM me, get in the members only Instagram chat. Click the join button, join our membership at $10 a month. That gets you into our Instagram members only chat. Where you can espouse about your favorite team and you can mispronounce Jared Mayonnaise's name and nobody will call you out for it.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's amazing. Prizepicks.com. We all play together, so hook it up. Use the promo code Monty. If you're just tuning into the show today, obviously the big news is Kalen DeBoer gets hired at Alabama to replace Nick Saban. Just out of a national championship game swooping by Michigan. Kalen DeBoer leaves behind the Washington Huskies. And again, I have a lot of compassion for sports fans in the state of Washington because how often do you lose two men of absolute integrity like Pete? Well, that's a lie. But somebody like Pete Carroll and a man of absolute integrity and Kalen DeBoer. And on top of that, you don't lose Kirk Schultz. It is absolutely a terrible day in the state of Washington. But Kalen DeBoer leaves the Huskies to go Roll Tide, and I think it is a strong, stellar hire because you were never going to replace Nick Saban, and the idea that you would have to try to do that, that's nothing but a loss because you're never replacing him. But Kalen DeBoer is a guy who's going to come in. You don't have to worry about scandals. You don't have to worry about him saying stupid things. He simply is going to recruit, develop, and coach kids and win big games because that's what Kalen DeBoer has done throughout his entire career. In the comments section, do you guys like Kalen DeBoer? Is it a good hire? Do you expect Alabama to fall off? Because the interesting thing is the hire's been announced and we have not seen a mass exodus of talent from Tuscaloosa at this point. It'll be interesting. Obviously, Caleb Downs is a blue chip that a lot of people thought was going to wind up in the portal. He's not in the portal. And Caleb Downs, a fine safety for Alabama, released his highlight tape today, tagged Alabama football, and it looks like he's going to stay in Tuscaloosa with Kalen DeBoer. I am surprised that we have not seen more activity. Now, the question also is who replaces Kalen DeBoer at Washington? I think it is Jed Fish, number one, and Chris Kleiman from K-State, number two. I have heard those two names since yesterday when it became pretty clear that Kalen DeBoer was going to leave. I think Washington can hire Jesus himself to coach that football team, and they are going to take a significant step back, and it is going to be a completely different culture because that's one of the other things we've consistently heard about Kalen DeBoer is he fosters growth, honesty, communication, openness. He makes it easy to be a football player at Alabama. The next guy needs to pick that ball up and keep running with it, and that's why I think Jedd Fisch is such a great hire. Your thoughts in the comment section are welcome as well. Steve Smith for $20. What's your thoughts on the Big 12 basketball Week 1 conference play? Big 12 has 10 teams in the net top 50.
It's a Big 12!
Wow.
Gonzaga.
I mean, it's amazing.
Gonzaga.
Okay. I appreciate the $20. I am not, dude, it's not even February yet. And we're talking about the net top 50.
Well, what's the gross top 50?
I mean,
there's like net
and gross
and it's terminology and stuff.
Yeah,
dude, sorry, man. We're not there yet, man.
We're not. And obviously, what am I going to say? What am I obviously going to say about the Big 12? You look at what Baylor did the other night. I mean, Tech looks really good, but you guys, we're 2 games into the conference. I don't think there's that much.
It's not much to say yet.
Well, fire Mark Pope. They're 0-2. Okay, they're gonna go. Okay,
you're not here for that yet, dude.
I'm not. And BYU
Come
fan
on,
in
man.
my DMs the other day. Mark Pope, the head basketball coach at BYU,
Yeah,
crushed a water bottle and water sprayed everywhere like it was some porn flick. And I was just like, dude,
it's BYU. It can't be a porn flick, dude.
Are you really upset? He's upset and he crushed a water bottle. Like, dude, that's not an honor code violation until you thought something bad, right? Then it may have been, and only if you self-report that it was an R-rated movie. It's like the 2 fan bases I hear from most. West Virginia fan, we're done. Is Neil Brown the basketball coach? Got that one the other day. It's 2 games.
You don't always have to be negative because shit's going good.
It's 2 games. Are we really in panic mode? Should Texas Tech be just over the moon that they're 2-0 in conference? Natty, bro. One shining moment. Pew, pew. Like, is that what we're doing now?
Hey,
2 games
let me know when YO comes to town, okay? How about that? Any non-con games on the hardwood with YO?
And admittedly, beating Texas was phenomenal. But you got so long. Hey, we beat Texas. Oh, hey, did you guys know we're going to Houston? Oh, damn, really?
And that's how I look at it.
Right? Come on. It's 2 games.
Have a nice night.
It's 2 games. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips, a member for 3 months.
Oh, okay.
I'll just be over here waiting for Jake to whip it out.
All right, it's out.
I don't know who would take the Washington job. I would agree. That's going to be a tough job to take the ball and run, right? Already read that one. My apologies. Joseph Carruthers. The Big 12 had to find teams to add at the time. Hindsight is always 20/20. Aaron Wilson, Tech going to win its share in the Big 12. It is. Texas Tech's actually pretty solid. Pretty solid. Mike Smith. Oh, whoa. Comment dump. Mike Smith. West Virginia basketball sucks this year. Just what it is. Oh, God, Neil, please come coach basketball. Mountain Mama, why, Mountain Mama? It's as though the basket is too small and we haven't cleaned enough. Oh, boy. Sorry.
Oh, my God, dude.
I'm a terrible person. And admittedly, Mike Smith is probably going to be waiting for me at the gates of hell, like holding the gates open. Come on in.
Today would be shitty.
Neil Brown's right over there. He's got a drink in hand waiting for you. Right? It is what it is. Tanner, for BYU, a smash water bottle is porn. I agree. I agree. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Colorado will beat Kansas like they never left the Big 12. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know. Bo, BYU has 29 guys leaving that they have to replace. Well, BYU has not had is a lot. A
lot.
If you look at BYU, I think BYU, Jerry Bohannon is not, I'm not excited about Jerry Bohannon. I'm not. And I understand that there's a lot of people that are excited about what BYU's done. But you look at the guys that are in the portal that are gone, and it is I will say I am thrilled that Miles Davis is staying. But you have a lot of portal activity. A lot. And it's all well and good that you're getting Weber State dudes to transfer to Provo. But you're not replacing the guys that you're losing.
No.
And Jerry Bohannon, dude, again, that's great. But this has to be a transformative year.
Yeah.
For BYU football,
make progress, bro.
Has to take a big step up. I think it is a really
to be bowl eligible.
And I believe in Kalani. I think he is the hero we need and deserve. I have not watched. It's been too long since I watched Dark Knight. It is. Patrick, Oklahoma State could even beat South Alabama. It's directional Alabama. You must be new here, sir. We don't say South Alabama. It's Directional Alabama Cosmetology College.
Correctamundo.
Let's come on. Step your game up.
But, you've been listening for 2 minutes, so you should know that already.
Step your game up, right? James says, Oak State made adjustments and then beat KU, K-State, and OU. It's called good coaching.
Hi, this is James. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that Oklahoma game work out for you?
How's Holly Gordon's jump shot?
Yay!
Jake?
Sorry.
Tanner, BYU basketball is going to beat UCF tomorrow to right the ship and win the mother effing Big 12. Mark it down. Okay.
So what are you putting on that? Okay, Tanner, what are you putting on that?
Yeah.
Like,
hey,
are you going to shave your head or?
Yeah. Or what are we?
Bonnie, please.
Maybe I didn't like 3 people have DM'd me and asked me how to win the Amazon gift card. Not difficult. We're giving away a $25 Amazon gift card. I know I make things hard.
Like, bro,
A.
how hard is this?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Ask your mom. So we're giving away a $25 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is show us that you went to Amazon.com and bought creatine monohydrate from BuckedUp. It's $15. It is 47% off, $15. And if you are not, I'm 51, about to be 51. If you are a red-blooded American and you are not taking a scoop of creatine every single day, you're doing life wrong.
I'm a man.
I'm telling you now, it is, whether you work out or not, has nothing to do with it. It's $15. So we decided we're going to give you one person a $25 Amazon gift card. We'll give it away coming up here in about 45 minutes. All you have to do is go to Amazon Prime, look at BuckedUp creatine monohydrate. I think it's $15.96 or something, right?
It's $15.
$15. All you have to do is show it, send Jake, SLC Jake, send Jake a DM or tag him on Twitter or Instagram that shows you, hey, I got the BuckedUp creatine monohydrate
Via social media
for $15.96, and you get free delivery on Wednesday. So not only is it $15.96, and I'll even post it in the comment section. There's a link to it right there. It's $15.96. You buy it, we'll give you a $25 Amazon gift card coming up here.
doesn't get any more red, white, and blue than that.
That's what I'm saying. 45 minutes from right now. And there's the link. I just put it into the comment section right there.
Boom.
So hook it up. Joseph Carruthers says Gonzaga or Gonzaga. Gonzaga. Bow Body for $10. Love the show and authenticity. Easy for.
So do you speak for a living, dude?
I actually don't. And I don't read for a living either. My question is, with the depth that Utah has, Cam coming back and getting really good transfers, what is your assessment with them? I think that the bigger win is Brant Keithy's video announcing he is coming back, because I think Brant Keithy, and I know Utah fan hates when I say this, Brant Keithy is the more important player to Cam Rising. And I think Brant Keithy is dynamic. He is fast. He is athletic. He's got great hands, and his teammates love him. And I think I'm not saying anything bad about I am not saying anything bad about Cam Rising at all. I think it's great he's back for his 9th year. And there aren't a lot of 42-year-old college quarterbacks.
Don't play intramurals, brother.
You know, like it's good. Brant Keithy's an NFL caliber player.
I think that what that really says about him coming back is the intention and understanding that there's unfinished business, and they feel like, hey, if we're healthy, we can go out and beat anybody.
Yeah. And I agree. I think Tayshaun Lyons is a really good pickup, the Washington wide receiver. I think he is young. I think he's got a lot of years and a lot of talent. Now, again, here's my question about Utah. How much are you going to put into developing the quarterback position in skill positions? Because just having Cam and Brant back is not going to win you a ton of games. You need vertical threats on the outside who can help Brant Keithy with space underneath. And you turn him loose at wide receiver, because that's what he is. Cam is more than capable of dominating at the quarterback position, bros. I'm telling you right now. Utah should be very good. And there were so many people that were pissed that Quindon Jackson went to Arkansas. I am not. If one running back is going to doom you, if, you know, like Bryson Barnes, the pig farmer, great story until he went to Utah State. But that's where Bryson Barnes belongs.
Yeah.
The story about Utah is you're never good enough at quarterback or wide receiver. You're not. Even when you had Ken Scott and Drez on the outside, you had a quarterback who couldn't get him the football consistently, right? Like you're the Chicago Bears, man. You've never had the best quarterback. You have to go back to Alex Smith to be like, wow, Utah's got an elite quarterback. That's a quarterback.
Travis Wilson's not getting it done?
And I love Cam, but the injuries now are real question marks.
Yeah.
Real question marks. It is what it is.
Yeah, there's no getting around it. I mean, the guy is right now is injury prone. He's got to show he can stay healthy.
Tanner Plummer, if BYU wins the Big 12, I will sell my baby Yoda toy.
Bro, dude, who cares about your baby Yoda toy, dude? Shave your head. That's what we want. That's what the people want. Like, come on.
People deserve. Tanner's got a full head of hair.
I am your father.
You wouldn't even shave your pube lip, and you're asking him to shave his head.
Yeah, because he said to mark it down. Okay, fine. You want to mark it down?
Let's
cool,
mark
dude.
it down.
Mark it down, dude.
I'm good with that. James, the unofficial mayor of
Hi, this is James. Welcome back.
Okie State.
Dude.
Sorry, Ollie. My bad. I'm drinking my cherry candy creatine right now. Hook it up.
Let's go, baby.
I don't know that there's creatine in that one, though, is there? Could be wrong. Mike Smith, Grogu is the way. You do not put Grogu in danger.
Oh, what are you talking about, man?
That's what I'm saying. The eye patch, 10th year, Monty, get it right. My bad. Cam, listen, man. Cam, I'm going to need you to come over here and fill out these papers for AARP.
The ink isn't dry yet.
You're now eligible, and that's an NIL deal waiting to happen. Okay. Big Blue Horse says Utah still can't recruit a decent quarterback without flipping them into a safety. You're right. They can't. They can't. I just,
It's true.
Is what it is. Big Blue Horses. Utah was the Wisconsin of the Pac-12. What will they be in the 12? I don't think that's at all the case.
Yeah.
Utah has been a dominant force, an absolute dominant force in the Pac-12 for the last, really, let's just say 5 years. And even going back a little further than that, when you start winning at USC and UCLA and you're sweeping Arizona and sweeping Los Angeles and you're winning back-to-back Pac-12 championships, and I think they will, and I continue to say in the Big 12, they will compete for the Big 12 championship. It will happen. Al Bundy. Hi, Al. Good to see you. Cam was at Utah in 2018. No, 2008. You take the.
Well said.
Charlie Sinclair, I bought it. Okay.
Prove it.
Screenshot.
Picture it didn't happen.
Picture it didn't happen, yo.
Yeah.
Brian Johnson is great, but always like Bond better. Okay. Brian Johnson's going to be a head coach in this league. real quick on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Tanner.
Is Bill Belichick getting that job? Because I think this right here, the Philadelphia Eagles, and I honestly, I think one of the biggest questions that I have is, are they healthy enough to win games? That's a huge question. You put yourself in a position where you're on the road in the playoffs. So is Bill Belichick the next head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles? You'd be really stupid to fire Nick Sirianni. Wouldn't you be really stupid not to hire Bill Belichick?
Yeah, we're not making any changes.
I mean, I'm a Belichick guy.
Yeah, we're really focused on Philadelphia right now.
And I think of the teams who must win this weekend, Fly Eagles Fly is that team that must win this weekend. Now, is Mike McCarthy coaching for his job? Yes, he is, in my opinion. But Browns, Texans, okay, both of you are surprised to be here.
That's going to be a good game, though.
But
from a football perspective.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's a surprise.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
That you are both here,
Joe
right?
Flacco's been the nice Cinderella story this year.
Yes. But if I look at Dolphins and Chiefs, whoever loses that game is not getting fired.
Yeah, and you won't know who won or lost until after because nobody's getting Peacock to watch it.
The cock. I already have Peacock, so I will live tweet the game for you. I won't. But I think if you look at the schedule this weekend in the NFL playoffs, I think Buffalo has to win this game.
Has to.
Sean McDermott's coaching for his job, in my opinion.
And frankly, in my opinion, should win the game.
Mike McCarthy has to win this game. He's coaching for his job. Dan Campbell, I think, has to win his game. I think it is a must-win for Detroit. You are a 3-point favorite at home, so it's basically a push.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're playing at your place. You got to win that game.
You're playing an upstart Rams team. You're going to lose your coordinators. I think Dan Campbell is a very interesting figure right now. If Dan Campbell loses this game, I don't necessarily believe he gets fired. But I think that there will be significant disappointment in Detroit.
I think it's one of those things, like the best way I always put it in these situations is like, does he get fired? No. Does it start the ticker? Yes. Right? Like, does it start the stopwatch on his time in Detroit? Yeah, it does. Because now it's like, okay, next year. So if you get eliminated in round one of the playoffs, you don't win a playoff game. Next year, if you do the same thing, he's out. You're out. And that's the Mike McCarthy logic. Hey, cool, you got to the playoffs. Do you want a sticker for that, Mike? No, you don't. You want to get to the NFC Championship game. That to me is the minimum if I'm Jerry Jones. But
it is.
Like I think in Dallas, that's just how it has to be. But in Detroit, nothing against Detroit, I think Dan Campbell's a hell of a head coach. Jared Goff has been a nice story. You've got talent there. Now you got to go out and execute a game plan against this Rams team that is good enough to beat you.
And the question in Detroit is not, will Dan Campbell get fired? Because I don't think he gets fired. But it's exactly what you said. You start the clock on him.
Yes.
If they lose this game, if they win this game, all is good in love and war. Great. You want a playoff game? Let's move on. I think there are real questions about his ability to execute that. And you could say they got screwed by the refs, whatever you want to say. The didn't report thing, Sam Laporta being in that game, getting hurt, like they're on a run that's like,
one after another, dude. How long? It's the Eagles.
Did you hang the horseshoe upside down? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple of those teams. You know, Detroit's one of those teams. The Eagles are certainly one of those teams where injuries have just plagued you. This A.J. Brown situation that I don't know if it actually is a situation or not.
I think it is. I think where there's smoke, there's fire. And first of all, do you know how much I hate social media?
Yeah, social media.
We're driving home today, and I'm probably doing 178 in the Lamborghini on the way back.
Right.
And Jake says to me, "Oh, bro. Hey, bro. A.J. Brown just deleted every reference to the Philadelphia Eagles off his social media."
This shit's going good.
And if we hadn't been going 116 miles an hour, I'd have boot-heeled Jake out of the car.
So I say that, and he's like, why does that even matter? This is such crap. What the hell?
Cares?
Who cares? This is ridiculous.
Who
Oh, I know.
cares?
Everybody in Philly cares.
Who cares?
Dude, it's I get it.
Who cares?
You think it's dumb, but it's not dumb.
It's never meant anything ever.
I don't think that's true. We've seen it before. Guys have taken all their stuff off social media, and then they've been out, dude. Like, we've seen this.
I'm not going to put you on the spot. I disagree. It doesn't mean, oh, God, now, can you believe that Paulina, like, this was the one that's really pissed me off and ended me on this. Paulina Gretzky, bro. Hey, Monty, you got to be doing a show today. You're 3 minutes late, and Paulina Gretzky has taken Dustin Johnson off of her Instagram. She got the unholy, beautiful titties up there, but no Dustin Johnson.
Macaque.
And it's like, they were whatever was going on, whatever in their, whoever in their.
That's totally different than AJ Brown. Dude.
But it's Paulina.
That's totally different.
Tom Brady removed every reference to the NFL off his timeline. Monty, I was looking at your Instagram, and I don't see 2 holes on there. You guys all right, or are you going through it?
I started having second thoughts.
Hey, Monty, I was looking at your social media, and I don't see any reference whatsoever to Matt Eberflus. Are you guys okay?
So you have no frame of reference here, Donnie.
Donnie, you're out of your element. Who are you, Jason Whitlock? Shut up. Nothing, checking all off of social media.
Bro, that Stephen A hit on Whitlock was wild.
Fat. No, I've admitted to my Stephen A. Smith situation, right?
What situation is that?
I gave Stephen A. Smith his first opportunity in television.
Dude.
You're welcome. On the Jim Rome show at Fox, The Last Word with Jim Rome.
So you're the one
who gave Jason Whitlock his first on television appearance anywhere. This guy.
Well, that's the issue, isn't it?
Jason Whitlock is a devil. He truly is just not a good person. Stephen A. Smith calling him fat doesn't change that. Stephen A. Smith. And
I like how Stephen A., he looks right down the lens. He's like, you fat ass. Like, the way he did it was
if you have not seen it, you truly need to go and check it out, because it was unbelievable.
It was like one of those sit down interview styles. Like Stephen A. tweets out, okay, I'm finally revealing my thoughts on Jason Whitlock today at 5
on YouTube.
Like, dude, we get it, bro. You don't like Buddy. It's okay.
But Jason Whitlock is not likable.
Yeah.
Jason Whitlock.
Yeah.
He is whatever. Who's the fat guy in Star Wars? Jabba the Hutt. He's Jabba the Hutt. Like, he is that level of asshole. He was never anything but rude to me. And my job was to book guests on Jim Rome's TV show way back in the day. Jason Whitlock would not come to Los Angeles from Kansas City unless he had a town car and a first-class airline ticket. You're a newspaper writer. Wouldn't come out. Then when he did come out, if he didn't have the exact right food in his dressing room, would not go on Jim Rome. So I had to go and get, I can't even remember what, it was a certain kind of water, remember, whatever it was.
Avion.
And we had what we called the avocado room, which is another way of saying the green room, stocked with bottles of water. Like great cookies, brownies, fresh fruit, like a spread. You'd have thought this was Playboy with this spread. Like, it was amazing. And it wasn't good enough for that guy. Put him on twice. He was terrible on TV. We never put him back on. And everybody I know who knows Jason Whitlock says he's just a horrendous human being. So I am not surprised by what Stephen A. Smith did. Now, Stephen A. is not exactly, you know, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
But he removed all his shit from his social media. AJ Brown, the only thing on his social media is his ACL.
I don't really get it.
So
Which is different than his ACL being in his knee. So just so we're clear.
It's so dumb.
Think that's HIPAA?
Tanner Plummer. Let me guess. Monty also helped George W. Bush to win Florida in 2000. No, I hung every one of those Chads. Right? I did. It's not just Instagram. It's A.J. Brown not talking to reporters for a week straight. Monty. Dude, whoa. Did you see that A.J. Brown wouldn't talk to Stephen A. Smith for a week straight and then took every reference to Aspen off of there? Who does he think he is, Pat McAfee and stuff? Like he's A.J. Brown. And now he doesn't have an ACL and the Eagles are off his social media. God damn. Like, what are we lanking over here, man? He wouldn't talk to the media. Who is he, Randy Moss?
Gotta let a naysayer know,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Joseph Carruthers, you think Stephen A. is a good person? He's not.
I don't twist my dude's words. He never said Stephen A. was a good person.
But Stephen A. treats people.
Stephen A. is not an asshole.
No,
dude.
he doesn't treat people poorly.
No, he doesn't.
And this whole feud, basically, it's a long, like decade-long feud. But Stephen A. put out a book, and Jason Whitlock questioned the authenticity and the ethics of the book, and it just all went sideways. Whitlock's a joke. Shout says rant of a lifetime. Thank you. Cannot stand Stephen A., but he's right. Whitlock is a person that has burned a lot of bridges. My God.
He has.
A lot. Aaron Wilson, Stephen A. trying to keep up with Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams. Cat Williams, the sad thing about Cat Williams is he's actually funny as hell.
He is.
He is funny. I mean, the guy is. The green room sounds better than the avocado room, dude. The avocado room, working at Fox Sports back in that day, is like all of the Fox NFL Sunday guys did the games and Fox NFL Sunday in Jim Rome's studio. So we got to know them. So Sundays, you can go there and you can hang out and you go in the avocado room and it's, it was Terry and James Brown and like you have all these guys hanging out and his name went right out of my head. The lead singer for Motley Crue.
I know.
Anyway, oh my God, his name went right out of my head. But you walk in and the lead singer for Motley Crue is standing there with Snoop Dogg and the Fox NFL Sunday crew, and they're all watching football together. Like, what? Vince Neil. Thank you, Mike Smith. Vince Neil.
Yeah.
What? That's what it was like in there. I think I went twice, and that was it. But that's what it was like. The best story ever is Snoop Dogg coming to do The Last Word with Jim Rome. That was my gig. My job was to drive to Snoop Dogg's mansion, make sure he got in the town car. He did in his own town car with like 30 people. And I even remember it was a Hummer stretch. He's in a Hummer stretch with all his dudes, a bunch of baggage, and I'm following behind his Hummer stretch in a Lincoln town car, a black car. We're just following back to the studio. Gets out, loads all his stuff in, and I go to, because I used to do like I used to brief him, all the guests, right? Hey, here's what's going to happen. And so we would do that. I would show them to their dressing room, open the door, walk in with them. I tried to walk in and his security guard, and I am not a small dude, grabbed me by like the nap of my shirt and was like, no, we're good. Can we have extra towels? Because every guest of note has a list of stuff that's got to be in their room. His was, I think, 25 bath towels. And the reason he needed the bath towels, they cover the smoke detectors in the door, and all they did was blaze in that room. They just... And I go to get him, right, for the show. All right, Snoop D-O-double-G and stuff. I'm like, hey, we're ready to go, guys. Okay. They open the door, and I kid you not, just a wave of smoke comes out. And as if ready to go on stage, Snoop comes out looking Snoopified, and we just strolled to the soundstage. It was amazing. That and Jerome Bettis was the other really good one. Flew into Burbank, get a town car. Jerome Bettis hops in the back, and he is just railing somebody on his phone. And I'll never forget it. He's like, oh, you want to... It was one of those movie scenes where Jerome Bettis is like, oh, uh-huh, And he just kept doing this, And he's like, well, I want you to know something. I know you're lying to me right now and you treat people poorly. And I'm going to deal with your ass when I get back tomorrow. And he hung up his phone.
What is this, Pulp Fiction, bro?
Hung up his phone and he was like, nice to meet you. And
nice to meet you, Monty.
Turned it on and we just talked football the whole way back, talked about Notre Dame. It was awesome. Great guest. Got right back in that town car, went right back to Burbank Airport, and he went and dealt with somebody. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, Aaron Wilson, he said Steve Harvey looks like Mr. Potato Head. He kind of does. It's fair. Say what you want about Cat Williams. There was a lot of truth of what he was saying, but the man lives in a world of constant paranoid, dude.
He does.
There's something not right. Something not right. I mean, just craziness. Absolute craziness in my mind. All right, Oak State James is in with the you guys, like, listen, I know that I am special and good looking. And here on the Monty Show, presented by our good friends at Tri-Day Trading, TriDayTrading.com. What did I say about who was asking us about DeJounte Murray the other day? Oh, Darren Ingram, our favorite golf professional.
Yeah.
Where did I tell you that DeJounte Murray was getting traded to?
Lakers.
The Lakers of Los Angeles and Anaheim and the world. So apparently,
allegedly,
Woj says the Lakers are close to trading for DeJounte Murray.
Dude.
Pimp's gonna pimp.
I think I've hit it every time. I mean, I'm almost like Notre Dame.
That's why I go to TriDayTrading.com/Monty. You guys stop making excuses. Start making money. And I've had so many conversations with people about New Year's resolutions. Please tell me you're not a resolutioner, because I think it's one of the dumbest things you could ever do. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. This is going to be the year. I'm going to make $100 a day.
No.
Okay, well, here's my question. What are you doing to do that? Hoping and praying, bro. Prayers up. Okay, that, or you could actually take action and go to TriDayTrading.com/Monty and sign up for your $10 30-day trial membership. You give $10, they give it to their charity of the month. Every month, Tri-Day Trading designates a charity that they give all their trial membership fees to. And then you get their entire program for 30 days. High-level coaching. They teach you how to use the software, their proprietary software, their leading indicators, and they put you right into trading. And when you're ready to trade and you graduate the program and you're good to go, they're going to fund a trading account for you. So now, one of the other things I hear is, I can't afford to trade, Monty. You can, because you're not trading with your own money. You're trading with Tri-Day Trading's money, and you can do that for a day, a month, the rest of your life. They're going to give you up to 80% of the profit at TriDayTrading.com/Monty. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. So yeah, a little breaking news for you. Well, Adrian Wojnarowski and stuff is reporting that the Lakers are the leading candidates to acquire DeJounte Murray. Oh. And a friend of the program says that Lauri Markkanen is the most sought-after trade candidate. We're not trading Lauri Markkanen.
There's no way we're trading Lauri or Jordan or anybody.
I'm just saying. Just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
Come on, dude.
I'm just
What
saying.
did we tell you?
Aaron Wilson, just got my Switch delivery. Thanks again, guys. Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Just sent my pick. Need the card for more ebooks. But you sent a pick, not of creatine.
Yeah, that's not creatine, dog.
It's not creatine, James. It's not any Bucked Up product. Today, there is a flash deal for Bucked Up on Amazon. The link is in the description below. But just go to open up your Amazon app and search Bucked Up creatine. Jake, open up your Amazon app.
I'm doing it right now.
Search for Bucked Up
Go.
creatine.
Okay, Amazon.
It's $15.
Search bar, Bucked Up creatine. Creatine. What do you bench? First one popped up, $15.96, limited time deal.
All you have to do is go and do that, buy it, tag Jake in a screenshot, SLC Jake, on Twitter or Instagram. Don't do TikTok because he never looks at it.
No, I don't.
Twitter or Instagram. In 15 minutes, we're giving away one $25 Amazon gift card. We have 2 entries, so you guys, pretty easy. Hook it up, Amazon.com, with a flash deal from BuckedUp. But he does have the cherry candy pre-workout, though, James. Cherry candy. Ooh, I'm telling you, do I have any Miami left? Yes, I do.
Miami is gas, dude.
Any supplement from BuckedUp in the Miami flavor is absolutely amazing.
Okay, placed my order. Can I win now?
No. Jagoff. All right, let's get into the NFL playoff games, you guys. Please hit the like button. If you are new to the show, please subscribe. We are trying to get to 100,000. Now, we actually have a huge announcement. When are we going to announce that?
I don't know. When do you want to announce it? I mean, we know what we're doing.
Monday. How about Monday at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern? We'll make a big announcement on the show. That's when we'll do it. Monday, we will do it. But
actually,
I want to.
There'd be multiple announcements on Monday. We have multiple things we'll be announcing.
About what? Oh, do tell.
I can't tell you now. You know, there's another thing we're trying to roll out. We've been trying to roll out.
There is?
Yeah.
I have no idea what Jake's talking about right now. I don't know. Wait, tell me real quick. What is? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. We also have that announcement.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that.
My bad. Thank you.
I'm just trying to, to please the people and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Hey, look, your guy Dak is on. All of a sudden, Hideki Matsuyama is Jake's favorite golfer. And I don't understand.
His name is Dak.
Yeah. Dak.
Yeah, Dak is being an idiot. 109th at +1.
Let's run through the NFL playoffs this weekend. Some of the great games. Obviously, Dolphins at Chiefs. Chiefs are -4. The weather is going to, at kickoff, be, how shall I say, not good. -6, according to NFL Network at kickoff.
Bro.
I don't think this favors either team. I grew up in Chicago when you know how that cold is. And if you're not, I mean, I know we have a lot of Texas and California, Hawaii listeners. You've never felt -6, dude. That hurts your bones.
Yeah.
Farting in -6 hurts your bones. Like it's just impossible. Who does that favor, do you think?
Well, it certainly doesn't favor Tua in that offense. I think that's number one. Everyone's saying, oh, well, they can run the football. And, they've got I don't agree with that. Yeah, you can run the football, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, a team that plays in Miami regularly for half its season. I'm not going to say that team's going to go and be successful in -6. Now, that said, this is a very simple proposition in games like this. The only question you need to ask is who's going to turn the football over more? Because I guarantee you there'll be turnovers in this game, and I guarantee you it's a run-heavy game. And if they start throwing the ball, there will be picks. And so to me, I look at this and I say, yeah, it's not like Kansas City is some prolific running team, but I think they can run it a little better on their own field against a Miami team. You have to say that Kansas City's favored, but yeah, I mean, I think this is a grueling game. This is a who's more mentally tough kind of game.
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know how do you deal with this cold? It hurts. That's the problem with real cold and football. And I think it was Mountain Mama who said it. Yeah, right there. Mike Smith. Ice Bowl flashbacks.
Yes.
It hurts. And there's no way to fix it. I actually think Miami is going to have a chance. Now, please stop taking the spread in these games. I was tweeting with some folks a while back about picking why I picked the money line or what have you. You look at the spread in this game, it's -4. How can you on any level take minus, plus or minus, or there's no way you're taking plus or minus, right? I mean, you have to take, if you're a Chiefs or a Dolphins guy, just play the money line in this game. That's your smartest bet, because how many fumbles are there going to be? They're going to run the hell out of the football, because you can't tell me that this game is going to be the wind cold. How do you catch a football in these conditions?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? You don't.
I'm telling you, it is the more physical team, the more brutish team that's going to win the ball game.
Like, I clicked on the weather for this game. Right now, the real field temperature at GEHA Field, which I had no idea that's it. You actually say the 4 letters.
Yeah, it's Arrowhead, bud.
-8 right now, -9.
This is a code 10 abort.
Tomorrow, the real field will be -17.
Oh.
And it only gets worse from there. At kickoff, the real field will be -27 degrees.
It's really unfair.
Dude, I thought you said -27.
Dude, I did a nickel upstate in Missouri, living in St. Louis, and it's nothing like Kansas City. The weather is, and by the time that this game is over, the real field temperature will be -31.
Dude.
Dude, move.
-31.
Oh my God.
I
can't even imagine.
Service.
I can't even imagine it.
The National Weather Service on this particular game put out a warning and said all body parts need to be covered, including your face, if you do not want to be damaged sitting and watching this game.
Does Travis Kelce wear sleeves?
Yes.
Because he's not a big-time sleeve wearer.
You wear sleeves in these kind of conditions, dude. I don't give a damn who you are.
I don't think dudes will be wearing sleeves. I don't. I think he will use that alien life form and his girlfriend to warm him up after the game.
Quote, warm him up.
This is going to be awesome to watch, and it's going to be terrible football. It'll be terrible football.
Where are you guys at on Peacock?
It's
like,
say it right.
Like I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't like this out of the NFL. I got to be honest.
Here's the problem.
Here's the deal.
Here's the problem. You wait, I paid how much for the Sunday ticket, and now I got to subscribe to the Cock to get this game?
His cock.
I don't think so.
Macaque.
Harry Austin, if you're a soccer fan, you already have it.
What's soccer?
It's Tanner Plummer. Oh, I forgot. Monty thinks Taylor Swift looks like E.T. I don't think.
I
know.
think I know, my dog.
God damn. It's fair. Peacock can kick rocks. See what he did there? Cock rocks. See what he see how that
his cock.
Do you see how that
Stay hard?
It's like a play on words. Cock rocks.
Cock rocks.
Yeah.
Like pop rocks, but it's cock and rocks for peacock.
Right.
Which rocks. See what you put one and one together, and you know. Yeah, and Harry Austin's right. If you're a soccer fan, you already have the cock. You do. What? It's what I didn't name the thing. That's what it's called. Am I wrong?
Yeah, guys. Yeah, so the game is on the Cock this weekend. Anyone want to watch?
Are you guys talking about Cleov cock or what where are we at today? I'm confused. Like, say his name right. Cleov cock.
Macaque.
No. Cleov's cock? No. Cleov cock?
Macaque.
Hell no.
Macaque.
The cock? Yes.
Macaque.
Better. Buy that -4 to 2.5. Hey, listen.
Guys.
Can I look? Hey, is Ronaldo? I know you're my bookie. I have a question for you, though. Hey, bro, can I buy that -4 down to -3 to match the kickoff temperature?
Just take a destination. Okay,
and
just
does
relax.
that mean if I buy the -3 to match the temperature, does that mean I have to buy it down to -27? Because that's the real field temperature.
I don't really get it.
According to the AccuWeather app. So how many points are going to cost me to get to -27?
Like my skin is curling.
Can I get a discount if I hook you up with some BuckedUp? What do you think? Let's do this thing, bro.
Get out of my way, dude.
If you're going to bet this game, and I mean, what?
You don't bet. I mean, if you have a position,
Money line. Please, money line. Keaton Critchlow fins up. I think the Dolphins have a better chance than certain people are giving. No, it's not. They have a better chance than you're giving them credit for.
You don't always have to be negative.
I'm not. I'm not, but I'm not taking Tua tagged by your mama in
giving
Prize
you a
Picks
fucking
tomorrow.
answer.
Have you guys looked at Prize Picks, by the way?
What is Tua's number on Prize Picks?
Dude, I was looking at that today when we stopped at the
Today,
old
when
Maverick.
we went out of our way and didn't take the tee time to play from the tips at Copper Rock. Yeah, today when we came back to do the show.
We passed on golf at Copper Rock for you hyenas.
And this is what we get.
Show some respect.
Thanks.
The numbers. What is wrong with you?
You hyenas.
Am I wrong? Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa, your mama.
274 and a half yards.
Oh, they got demons and goblins on
They
pass
do.
yards. Let's go.
They do. There's not a chance in the world I'm taking less on that. But what about Patrick Mahomes, 224 passing yards? I think I'm going to take more on that. And bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to go because on Prize Picks, I don't know if you guys know this. This is what Prize Picks looks like, right? Right there.
Yeah.
More or less. But they have these little skulls on them now.
Little goblins.
Little demons. And they're harder bets to win. Like Josh Allen. Did you guys see Josh Allen and the Bills?
The Bills
are asking people to come to the stadium and help them shovel snow.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be so much snow. For the Bills at 1:00 Eastern on Sunday, the temperature is supposed to be 21 degrees and heavy snow.
Yeah.
His number is 200 yards passing, more or less. Gabe Davis is out. I think you have to go less.
Yeah.
207 and a half is the full number, and their demon number is more than 199 and a half. I think you got to go more on that.
Yeah, I think so, dude.
You got to, and the other one is Dak Prescott. Dude, Prize Picks has Dak Prescott. And I think this is an incredibly difficult one to pick against the Packers. 249 and a half in Dallas. You got to go more. You got to go more. So
check this out. The specials are pretty good out of Prize Picks right now before you finalize.
For tonight?
No, for tomorrow.
Okay.
So
where are you seeing the specials at?
Up at the top. At the top.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bunch of specials. I'm looking at the last one. Passing touchdowns, field goals made.
I got nothing.
Well, under my app, it says,
oh, there it is. Yes.
Jordan Love and Brandon Aubrey, the kicker for the Cowboys, excellent kicker. Passing touchdowns and field goals made 3.5. I really
like that.
I like that number a lot. I'm going to take that.
More?
Yeah, more. Yep. So right now, this is what I have. I haven't placed it yet. CJ Stroud, more than 274.5 passing yards.
Uh-huh.
Dak, more than 324.5 passing yards. It's close. I know it's tough.
What about Jerome Ford and Jason Tatum? 72.5 rushing yards and points combined.
That's not bad.
Jason Tatum's been trash.
Yeah.
Lately. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're fine.
Rush yards. Caitlin Clark and Patrick Mahomes combined 59.5. I'm going to take more on that.
So just to point this out with the demons and goblins thing, right? The demon ones are harder to hit.
Yeah.
So my board is CJ Stroud more than 274.5, Dak more than 324.5, and Jordan Love and Brandon Aubrey more than 3.5 passing touchdowns and field goals made. I can flex play that, meaning if I get 2 out of 3 right, I get time and a quarter, correct?
You chicken and a biscuit.
And if I get all 3 right, I get, and my entry is $20, I'll win 180. What did you do?
It crap like oh my God, it threw my.
It hates you.
This happened to me before.
And again.
And again.
And again.
Okay. Now I have to go back. All right. I'll do it.
What are the people saying?
Dak sucks. Stop it, Jake.
Dak sucks.
Yeah, the guy who's probably gonna finish second in NFL MVP voting. Yeah, he sucks.
I think he's gonna win it.
I don't know about that. It's fair. Are the Packers better today than last year's Tom Brady Tampa Bay? Yes. I give a lot of credit to Jordan Love because it'd have been easy for that dude to fail. And I think he's been amazing.
Yeah.
Tanner Plumaire. This winter storm is hitting most of the country, it feels like. It's good because in Utah, we need water badly. The basins are all full, just so you know. Basins and reservoirs in the mountains are all full. So Lake Powell's in good shape. Like, we're in really good shape. It would be a year from now that we would be dire if we got no snizzy this winter.
But we're getting it.
We're getting I said snizzy.
Snizzy, yeah.
You can see what I get to work with.
Yeah,
I think
snizzy.
we're good. Let's see. Joseph Carruthers says chicken and a biscuit is tasty. It is. Tanner, dang it. I don't want to shovel any more snow. Well, get ready because it's going to dump.
Get a snowblower.
All weekend long. Hey, look at that. My guy James placing an order for.
Okay.
I'm just going to do it now. James, I know that you want this Amazon gift card, but because you were so mean to me, we're disqualifying you from ever winning one.
Stay hard.
Sucker. No, I'm kidding. James, our Oak State fan, we're giving you the $25 Amazon gift card.
Boom.
DM Jake.
Don't say we didn't do anything for you, dude.
Rick, I appreciate Rick bought 3 of them, but he's not a member of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
James is.
And James has competed every week. I mean,
And he has been begging and pandering to win.
Please.
So,
Please.
good job. There you go.
nice job, dude.
Nice job. I appreciate you. You should probably go ahead and take your phone number off that picture. Delete that tweet, James. I got it.
James,
I saw
delete the tweet, dog.
Delete
it,
dude,
please.
delete the tweet.
Please.
Your phone number that starts with
This is a code
816-849-69.
Hello, not available now.
69.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Delete
We'll
that
return
tweet.
your call.
Eric, whoa. Mike Smith says yay. Robert Fowler says yay. RJC man, James, you kill me.
Yay!
Remember, here in Utah, we're trying to get out of a 20-year drought. 2 good winters doesn't make up for that. Well, it doesn't.
Tanner,
but you can never get out of a 20-year
you're being
drought.
an Eagle fan right now, dude.
You can never get out of a 20-year drought. There is no such thing as getting out of a 20-year drought. You're trying to stock your reservoirs, and you are trying to stock your man-made lakes. And
We're
you're trying
year to year, bro.
You're trying to replenish the Great Salt Lake. So, you know. Mike Smith, I want to call James and whisper sweet nothings to him. And when he yells, I want to say, yay!
Dude, you're not wrong.
Yay!
I would never put his number out. Oh, gee, Kalen is an L higher in my opinion. Why?
Why are you a hater,
Kalen
dude?
DeBoer is a great hire.
Kalen DeBoer is a better hire than your boy at LSU. Like,
Aaron Wilson, James wants us to have his number. He doesn't.
Yay!
Seriously, I have like 8 books I need to read, and I want to buy more. Well, that's great. But you should not be putting your phone number on the internet, and it is still there.
dude, delete the damn tweet.
You got it, James.
Please.
Go and delete the tweet. You put your phone. I'm going to give you 3 minutes before I retweet it. Delete the tweet. Delete the tweet.
This is a code 10 abort.
Delete the tweet.
Please.
Your phone number is there.
You're welcome.
Butthead.
Please.
delete
the damn tweet.
I need to delete that pic, but I haven't heard that they have seen it. I just said it.
Oh my God. Dude, okay. Do we have a listening issue today? Like, do we have a listening issue today?
They know reset.
Bro, we've been talking about it for 3.5 minutes now. Delete the damn tweet. We got it. You won. Okay? Like,
You just have to snap out of it a little bit.
I am seeing that they got it, bro. You're so high maintenance, James. You're that girlfriend that's like, well, look, man, I gotta get the curls are hanging low left, and I understand we said we had a 6 o'clock reservation, but dude, I gotta put a thong on, so just give me an hour.
Donkey.
Right.
delete the tweet, James. We're pausing the show until.
Okay, wait. His Twitter is OSU Cowboy Country. Go get his phone number if you want it. Please,
delete
somebody
the tweet, dog.
Call him right now. Pick up your phone and call.
Okay. What's the number?
I can't tell you the number.
Well,
give me your phone, dummy. Like, I can't tell you the number.
I like how we're gonna call him from my phone.
Well, I'm not giving him my number.
Hey,
man, look, I just wanted to tell you I'm in front of Soldier Field and stuff. Put it on speakerphone.
Hello?
Hey, is this James?
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, James, bro, we need you to delete the tweet, all right?
Are you going to delete the
Yeah,
tweet?
I'm working on it.
Okay, love you. Talk to you soon.
I don't love you. What the fuck? What was it? Where did that come from? I love you? Hey, man, I love James.
Well, I don't want him to think we hate the guy.
Ollie Gordon.
Chill out. I don't want him to think we hate him. Like, I appreciate him.
Hate him. I'm begging him to delete a tweet.
The damn tweet.
Hate him. James. And he still is not. You guys, you have to go and.
Schemers trying to control their little worlds.
Delete the tweet, please.
Robert Fowler, I love you, James. Tanner says, too late. I saved his number.
Oh, my God.
Mike
dude,
Smith says, this. Dude, did you delete this tweet yet? Did he? No, call him again. It's not rocket science, my guy. Call him again.
You're talking to him this time. Put it on speaker.
Yeah, put it on speaker. Speak. Okay.
I'm working on it.
Hey, it's Ollie Gordon. Hey, bro, I'm just kidding. Hey, man, do you got any creatine I can borrow? Or
I need to delete that tweet. Sorry, can't talk.
And then he hangs up. He hangs up. That's amazing. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Gotta go. Hey, bro, I gotta go.
I can't.
It's on my phone. I gotta
Hi, this
go.
is James, welcome back.
And it still is not deleted. How?
What are the people saying? Where's the comment section?
Aaron Wilson, full meltdown. Kurt Myers, you guys are criminals.
Yeah, we're not making any changes.
RJC, and walk him through the delete, please. Okay, here's how it works, James. Look, as Ollie Gordon was trying to tell you, click the three dots in the top right, and there's one that says delete this tweet. You want to click that one. Exactly. Well, bro, I got to get back on the internet. I got to dial it up. I'm working on it, bro. OG Gary did reply to the tweet and said, delete this. Carruthers,
God,
I've lost
dude.
track of how many times you guys have said delete the tweet. I do it already. Yeah, dollars to donuts. He calls you back at some point.
Definitely.
If he does, you should. Yeah, you should definitely send him to. Tell him he will find it now. It's how are you not deleting this tweet, dude? Still, it's not deleted,
bro.
Anyway, okay. Your phone number's on the internet. It is what it is. Joseph Crothers, I don't have Twitter, so I have no tweet to delete. Good, smart man.
Excellent point.
There is like a 30-second delay. No, there's not.
There it is. It's gone. He deleted it.
Okay.
I believe he's deleted it. Just looking at his profile.
That's so good.
There it is. Okay.
All right, James.
All right.
Good job.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Wow.
It's fair wants to know if you love him too, Jake. I love you, bro. Your element. Hey, James. Hey, bro. Yeah, call me later. Listen, I'll have on my Ollie Gordon jersey. It'll just be us two. All right.
Can you do something for me?
I'll call me later. Love you, sweetheart.
21.
Where did that come from? Like, was that just reactionary?
It was a joke, dude. It was a joke. I don't want the guy to think we don't like him.
I love James. I just gave him $25. Tanner, Jake loves James. Dang, what would Katie say? Exactly. Exactly. Mike Smith, yay, let's go, James, unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country. Hey, have you met my best friend? Have you met my best friend? He's the unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country. Daddy? He's the only person on Twitter who Ollie Gordon has a restraining order out against. RJ Seaman would like to congratulate James for deleting the tweet. Tanner says, I can still see the tweet. Jake is so conditioned to say I love you before he hangs up with his woman that he did it without thinking. I think so. No, he deleted it. The tweet's gone. This is amazing how this has happened. This is no, it's not gone. No, it is, James. No, it is not gone.
It shows on my side it's gone.
Hello?
No?
Hello?
Look at his feed, though. Look at his feed.
Okay. Can I reply to this tweet?
This is what I mean about Twitter.
Yes.
Like sometimes, so clearly it's not off the internet.
Yeah, it's not off the internet.
Clearly.
Hey, man, it's all good. You want a $25 Amazon gift card. You can disconnect your phone and just read books for like the rest.
Yeah,
$25 has to be the rest of your life.
Greg.
The meme game on this is strong.
Dude,
yeah. The meme game on this is amazing.
Bro.
All right. Now forget talking sports. Let's end the show talking about Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
What's the best Girl Scout cookie? Because you guys know you can start ordering. You don't have to have a Girl Scout sell you cookies anymore. You can buy direct on February 16th. Now, if you know somebody's in the Girl Scouts, please buy cookies directly from them. It really helps them. It builds their confidence. It teaches them how to be entrepreneurs and rewards them for standing in front of the grocery store. Mrs. Monty, and I tell her every year not to do it, but she buys like $100 in Girl Scout cookies. And I beg her not to do it. And she just doesn't listen.
Keep it real.
She doesn't listen.
Yeah.
Now, so the question becomes, what is the best Girl Scout cookie? And now Samoa's here. Amazing. You like the do-si-do. You like the do-si-do.
I love do-si-dos.
You do. I think they're not caramel delights. Please stop with this nonsense. It's a Samoa. The tag-along, they're not peanut butter patties. They're tag-alongs and they're amazing. The s'mores are really good too. But there's only one goat, you guys.
Yeah. Frozen.
No,
Thin Mints.
you don't know. Trefoils are the best.
No.
Oh, the shortbread cookie. No, it is Thin Mints. Freeze your Thin Mints. I will buy 20 boxes this year. My wife will lose her mind on me for it.
I'm a man.
Because we don't generally. Hey, do I get some kudos for we really didn't eat any sugar? We had dessert at Mastro's last night.
I said no to Jack in the Box. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, Jake was like, I don't want to do Jack in the Box on this trip. We did not. We did do Del Awesome once. So that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But, dude,
it was a good
out.
trip. Yeah, good trip.
Thinning
good
out.
Trip. I mean, I know that, we started 32 minutes late today and everyone lost their mind, but good trip, dude. Really good trip.
So what is the best Girl Scout cookie? Let's end the week on that. Tanner, Jake, how could you say no to Jack in the Box? Because it's
terrible for you. I love Jack in the Box, but it's just
it is brutal.
Not great for you.
James says, I literally could not find it. I didn't delete it.
Oh, what?
People are tagging you, James.
Yeah, dude, go on Twitter, bro.
Are you
dude?
What do you mean you can't find it?
He did delete it. Look, now it says, go to the tweet. Now it says post was deleted by the author. Dude,
Aaron just keeps commenting. Yes, the post was deleted by the author. That a boy.
Good
Way
job,
to go,
dude.
Way to go.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, Alabama's made it official with Kalen DeBoer. It is now public, and Washington fans rejoice. Washington fans rejoice. We'll keep you updated in that. But yeah, I don't see any other. A 9 p.m. Central Time team meeting has been called tonight for Alabama football. So they're going to meet their new coach. Good for them. Before we leave, what is the best Girl Scout cookie? Mike Smith says Samoa's. Okay. Mike Smith also says, okay, Monty, she'll break up the show into smaller segments for YouTube later. We need one just of this James saga. We will. We absolutely will. Robert Fowler, Thin Mints by far. I love Thin Mints. Love Thin Mints. Samoa's are the best Girl Scout cookies.
No.
It's fair. Girl Scouts getting undercut by the man. Savage. Seriously.
I'm a man. Please
buy them at your grocery store but you can buy them online. You can. The tag-alongs are good. Yes, they are. The s'mores cookie is low-key amazing. See, it's fair. The s'mores are really good cookies, you guys. Thin Mints are great. It's fair. Monty is telling everyone he has an AARP card with that response. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, shortbread cookies are awesome. He's talking about my shortbread love.
Yeah.
Shortbread cookies are amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Tagalongs are goat. A refrigerated Thin Mint is also a delight. Yes.
See, I like them frozen though, dude.
Thin Mints and s'mores are a distant second and third. There you go. Okay. Aaron Wilson says, update, it's deleted. Yay. Good job. Phoenix Master says mints are the best. Mike Phillips, Samoa's 1, Thin Mints for the refrigerator. Okay. I agree. How many guys are going to hit the portal? It's fair, says s'mores. Breaking news, Washington Huskies call Twitter user James to see how interested he might be in their coaching job. Dreams come true. John DeLon says, hi, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Man, have you missed a lot.
Hey, y'all.
Keaton Critchlow says Samoa's. Hey, y'all. Aaron Wilson says, sup, John. OG Gary, peanut butter ones are gas.
Yeah.
But which ones?
Yeah,
the little
tag-along stock.
You're saying it's the chocolate covered.
Yes, the chocolate covered tag-along.
The peanut butter patty.
Yeah.
Not the do-si-do.
Tag-along.
Okay. I'm telling you, Thin Mints are where it's at. But yeah, I agree. Tagalongs are amazing.
Yeah, I could eat a box of those in like 2 minutes.
Tagalongs are amazing.
Yeah.
Robert Fowler, thanks for coming back to do a show today, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
We
that.
actually busted our ass to get home.
Yeah, we did.
To do this. We quite literally we're supposed to play Copper Rock Golf, Hurricane, Utah. Amazing. Could have played Bali High in Las Vegas on the Strip. Amazing. We didn't do it because we love you guys. Or no, Jake does.
Yeah.
These guys are James. Who do you love more?
Bullet.
Okay. The Lemon Ups are underrated. Yes, they are. Chocolate covered peanut butter ones. Those are diesel. Yes, they are. Those are diesel. Aaron Wilson, what? I've never liked Girl Scout cookies.
Okay. What form of alien are you? Like, so what? You got a Nintendo Switch now, and now you're going to start saying all this nonsense?
Wow.
Like, what are we doing?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Keaton Critchlow, Tagalongs. Yes.
My guy. Yes.
You guys did good today. Take Saturday and Sunday off. You deserve it.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, bro.
So
Thanks,
big announcements on the show Monday. Big announcements. And you guys, I'm telling you.
You will not want to miss that. I assure you. That.
Yeah, it is especially for our long times, you guys don't want to miss the show on Monday because it is a pretty big deal that we're going to announce Monday. 5:00 Mountain, 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern.
Yeah.
We'll make a big announcement on the show Monday. And you're going to be thanking me. And yeah, don't kill 100 bulls in celebration. When's the last time you thought about the Roman Empire?
I don't know. It's been
we were at the Westin yesterday, sleeping in their heavenly beds, and I wasn't sleeping. I'd just gotten up, and me and Night 10 guy were chilling. And why I don't know. I could not get Marcus Aurelius saying, "Save the bulls, save the bulls." When Commodus says, I will, what is he? I don't know. I will slaughter 100 bulls in your honor. Marcus Aurelius is like, save the bulls. Like, no, idiot. Those are good bulls. And then I immediately went to Joe Rogan talking about how often do we think about the Roman Empire? He says multiple times every day. I would say multiple times every week.
Yeah.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Yeah, I mean, regularly. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about maybe like twice a week.
I think it's multiple times every week. I think that's fair to say that.
Yeah.
I would agree. The Monty Show, as always, presented by our good friends at The Advocates, theadvocates.com. Bros, it is cold, it is icy, it is snowing in just about every corner of this country. You get in an accident, coast to coast, no matter where you are, 24/7, 365. Make sure you reach out to The Advocates, theadvocates.com, where you can chat with an injury attorney live online 24/7, 365, and it won't cost you a dime because you don't pay The Advocates unless and until they win your case, and you never pay them out of pocket. You never pay The Advocates out of your own pocket. You don't pay unless they win your case. That's simple, man. No excuses, theadvocates.com. Until Monday. Say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.